Okay, well, you know the studio's always welcome for you, brother. You know that. And also our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up?
Doing good. Doing good.
Doing good. A Stone Nick man too, boy. I gotta get a try. I'll start calling you guys champs. He's the champ right now for this year anyway. And all the way in Jacksonville, Florida. And he don't be on Friday too much, but we welcome you anytime, brother. My only brother, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
Good, bro. How you doing? How's everybody this evening?
All
Good.
right.
Doing good.
And all the way in Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. Hope you're feeling good tonight, Larry. How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good.
All right. So we got some topics that we're going to talk about. I'll let you start it off, Larry. I don't know if you got something for me, but we'll let you start the show off. Then we're going to have some fun tonight. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay, I want to start off with with Kawhi Leonard, the Kawhi Leonard deal. Now, the Kawhi Leonard deal is supposed to have went final. Now they're saying it's been rescinded. Now they got to wait out and see what's going to happen, if he's going to get suspended or what. So they might wind up taking a draft choice back if he's suspended for a period of time. So we don't know what's going to happen as of yet. But the NBA went ahead and jumped the gun before that became final. What do you think is going to happen, Anthony?
This is a mess, unfortunately, on the Clippers side, because apparently they circumvented their cap to get Kawhi signed. And also they took a loan from this company whose CEO just got indicted about a couple of months ago. So they're investigating that, but they're also investigating the fact that they may have undermined the cap by, because also Kawhi also apparently, if the rumors are true, he took money from this company as well so that they wouldn't have to sign him to a max. So if they're able to prove a lot of this could get rescinded. This is almost like the whole Chris Paul to the Lakers thing about, I want to say it was about 10 years ago. But the difference here is that they tried to circumvent the cap. This is where the trade could be rescinded, and they're talking about possibly fining the Clippers and also possibly suspending Leonard for a few games, no matter if he gets traded or not.
So in other words, the trade is on hold right now.
Yeah,
I never heard about this one.
It's well, the story has been out for a little while. I'm actually surprised that all of a sudden, it's probably something that should have happened right up front, because you notice the Clippers didn't really make any moves, many major moves in the last year or so, because it's the story itself has been out there. It's been this ongoing investigation, but now, since the CEO of the company that allegedly gave money to the Clippers is now being indicted by the feds, now it's now all of a sudden the NBA is like, oh, we need to do something. It's a little bit of CYA on the NBA's part. I'll just leave it at that.
I'm gonna let you guys have a word in there in a second. So in other words, if this trade didn't go down, then when he brought this up, then right when he came up, then
That's not true. They were still going after him.
Right, Dan, go ahead, go talk to me.
That's not true. I don't think. They like I said, this has been going down, and why did it take so long is a good question. Why did they wait till now? But I think they still were going after him. I think they still were going to get him.
Yeah. It looks like it, but yeah, if you knew that this was an ongoing investigation, the trade should have been rescinded literally a few minutes afterwards. The fact that they waited almost, what's it been, a week? It's been at least a week since the trade went down, and now all of a sudden they're playing like Law and Order.
Go ahead, you want to say something?
Yeah, because they've been investigating this almost since the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that Kawhi was paid like $26 million, whatever what it was, from this company. And so I don't understand why the NBA because on the night of the trade, I think it was NBA draft night, they announced this trade. And so I don't understand if they was investigating since at least a month or two before the draft night, how they even allowed all that to go as far as it did. But we'll just have to wait and see.
I think like a lot of companies, they waited and made sure they got something on them.
You
Now
know?
I think they're pretty clear to do what they're doing now. I think it's pretty clear. We all had heard about, the company, the money. We had been heard about this thing,
Right,
but they can't really make a move until they got enough evidence. We know that. So
right,
for them to be stopping this trade now and talking about what they're gonna do and Kawhi, you saying 2 weeks after the Kawhi could get a year off for this thing. It's up to whatever they decide.
right.
And
Right.
Toronto will have to live with it if they go through with the trade. But I think now they got some hard-hitting evidence in order to be moving right now.
All right, Don, let me go to Bishop. We're talking about the Kawhi Leonard trade. They're saying they got the trade is on hold. You know anything about that, Bishop?
I actually don't know a lot about it. I just understand that there are some controversial issues behind it, teams involved, and that's as far as I got. I didn't chase it too much because at the end of the day, the Raptors ain't winning nothing, no how. So that's the end of the story. Kawhi Leonard's just going back. He going back where he started, getting less money. Because of course, when you start talking American dollar versus the Canadian dollar, Kawhi $2.5 million in Canadian money is probably somebody's getting $950,000. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I didn't hear a lot about it.
You got the Bishop on the show tonight, boy. Welcome to the show, Bishop. I know you got a lot to say. All right, so basically, I mean, did Kawhi Leonard get in trouble before one time, Anthony?
Yes, this came up before.
What happened?
Yeah,
Larry?
well, yeah, go on.
Go ahead, Anthony.
No, I mean, it was the whole deal with the Spurs. The actual thing that led to him going to Canada in the first place. The Spurs felt like that he was, he was really healthy, but didn't play. And then, if I remember right, his uncle got involved, and there was a lot of they were talking smack to each other through the media, and that's one of the reasons why he wound up being in Toronto, because he pretty much burned his bridges in San Antonio. But yeah, it's I think the biggest thing here is circumventing the cap, because the cap, that's how teams are supposed to keep their money within a certain level, and that's how teams like Toronto are able to compete, because the cap is a certain way. And if the Clippers circumvented that, then that goes up against everything with the players' collective bargaining agreement, and then also it's an ethical thing more than anything else.
But see, everything has a loophole. So what they did was it really illegal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last time I heard he got a payment some other type of way.
Right.
It didn't come directly to him.
Right. That's a loophole. I
Well,
tell
you
you,
know what?
Trump will go for all this.
Good, Bishop.
I was just going to say, and you can hold Kawhi accountable, because I believe he knew what was happening, but his attorneys, his agent, and all those behind the scenes people, the creators of the catastrophe, now what's the word I'm looking for? He's the target now. He's the scapegoat. That's the word I'm looking for.
No, he's done this before though.
Yeah, but the point is he becomes the scapegoat. When he decides to play the game again, once again, they throw him under the bus. This time they're running him over. So what's going to happen?
All right. Okay, Larry, what else you got, man, besides the Kawhi Leonard, man? What you got for me, man?
I got some football.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Kansas City still ain't winning nothing, but go ahead.
The New England Patriots, a lot of people with the Brown trade, they said that make New England Patriots one of the top two teams in the AFC. They said because you got a double team Brown, and that's going to open up some holes. Anthony, what do you think?
2 words: offensive line. We saw them get exposed during the Super Bowl, and Brown's gonna make them better and all this other stuff. But until they have a true offensive line, I mean, they're probably good enough to win the division and all the other stuff. But long term wise, unless they do something with that offensive line, you could have Raymond Berry and Jerry Rice back there, but if the quarterback can't get the ball to him, it ain't gonna matter.
What offensive line supposed to got fixed? That's what they're saying.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, Henry, what you think?
Well, we'll really have to see because the year before they only won 4 games.
Yeah, and last year they
only
won
won
how
4.
many?
But they had an easy schedule this past year, and they won a lot of games because when you have a stinky record, you get an easy schedule. So now that they had a good record, this year their schedule is going to be tougher, and it's still in the
You
tough
play
position.
everybody on your schedule though. You can't.
Nah, that's my brother talk. Let my brother talk. Look at it. Look, go ahead, bro. That's my brother. Go ahead.
Well, the point I'm bringing, Larry, is that because last year, because the year before they only won 4 games, so they had a weak schedule, so they had a great winning record. But now, since they had a good record, the schedule this coming year is going to be tougher because that's where the NFL sets it up. So this will really show if the New England Patriots are really for real or not. Because now they're going to have a tougher schedule, and we will really see when they play a lot of tougher teams during their because of their schedule. We will see how good they really are.
That's a football man, Larry. Football man.
Did they go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they didn't win
it. Go ahead, Bishop. I go down.
Listen, the Patriots, give them their due credit. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on Drake May, okay? Because, I mean, if you go back and go, YouTube has all their games. Go look at the fluke wins that they had that they weren't supposed to win. All right, they got 14 on record. You're right about that. With the help of the referees they had when Tom Brady was there, the linemen they had when Tom Brady was there, the judges they had when Tom Brady was there, and there's something in the Gatorade. I think I don't see the Patriots winning. I see the Bills winning this year. They're not going far. They'll get to the playoffs, but they'll be put out as fast as they can get put in. They'll be put out before you could say Robert Kraft. They're gone already.
Right, Don.
Come boy, me and Bishop agreeing on something for a change. The
Bills. Let's say you was in Atlanta. That's a good thing. We agree on Atlanta.
Hey, Denzel Washington said everybody need a little dirt under their finger. Well, everybody need a little luck too, and that's what the Patriots had last year. We won't see it this year.
You're right.
But Larry, since you brought up AJ Brown, I heard yesterday that AJ Brown and Jaylen Brown are cousins. Y'all heard about that one?
Look at
that's a new one. I didn't know that.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah. I saw that yesterday. I was I didn't realize that.
Jaylen Brown didn't know they was cousins though. He just found out.
You know what, fellas? And I'm not what they call. Look at their facial features. Yeah. Do they not look the same?
They look like cousins.
They do look like they related. They actually look like they related.
They had an interview with Jaylen Brown.
They act like they relate. They look
crazy. And you know what's crazy? They're cousins, right? So AJ Brown wasn't Philly. He got shipped out, and Jaylen Brown got shipped to Philly. They both would have still been in Philly.
Hey, Henry, there's a law in Pennsylvania. You have to have a Brown in Philly at all times.
But Anthony, did you hear the interview with Jaylen Brown?
No. I saw his his show thing online after he got traded, when he talked, he basically said that when he went after them, saying basically they didn't deal with him in good faith and all this other stuff, but yeah, it's he could have, I guess he could have ripped them even more, but for the most part, he's just stayed whatever, and he's already basically as committed to Philly. He may have to apologize to Joel Embiid because he said some nasty things about him after that.
I know.
After they got eliminated, but yeah,
Yeah, but because he was saying that his grandfather or something, and AJ Brown's grandfather, they had it on TV yesterday. They was related, and that's how he found out that there was that there was cousins like that. Okay, I'm gonna move on a little bit, Larry. I know you want to get back to football, right? And let me just ask this question before you get back to football about LeBron. No, that wasn't what I want, but LeBron James. I have one up here where Bob Myers said that he thinks Philly is LeBron's best destiny. If LeBron was here, I honestly believe this is your best chance to win. Do you agree with that, Bishop?
No, not necessarily.
Why not?
Philly, I mean, and really, it's Maxey and MB are the keys to this whole thing. Maxey going to give the ball up. Is MB gonna stay healthy long enough to help out? Good question. So no,
but they got Jaylen Brown now too, though.
Yeah, well, they got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's gonna do what Jaylen Brown do. Maxey already got problems with Brown because they two ball hogs.
They ain't got no problems.
No, they got a problem. Maxey want the ball. Okay, Brown want the ball. They ain't but one ball and only 40 minutes or 48 minutes. Ain't enough time for them to share that ball.
All right. So Don, would that be the Philly is the best place to win or what? Besides Miami or Cleveland, unless you went to the Knicks.
Well, me and Bishop didn't agree for long. That's for sure.
That was a good thing. That was a good thing.
I think that'll be his number one place to go to win right now. You got Brown, you got Maxey, and what's the other young boy name too?
Edgecombe.
Edgecombe.
And then you got Embiid. You can maximize his minute for a change. You can maximize him and save him down the stretch. I think it's an excellent place for him to go.
Besides the Knicks now, because the Knicks got Mike Brown and he was LeBron's coach. Penny, what you think, bro?
I think Philly would be a good fit for LeBron. With him and Brown at the forward and the two guards they would have a nice starting five.
Larry?
Hold on a second. Hey, Bruce, you got some noise in your background?
No, the air condition.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's that Jersey talking loud and saying something. That's what it is.
Larry, what you think about LeBron and Philly?
I think it'd be a good fit, but I think they don't have all the pieces for him to win.
I mean, they got Jaylen Brown and Jen Maxey and all them, Joel Embiid. What you need there for LeBron? I mean, you got the pieces.
All the pieces. You need an entire team. You need 18 players. You need players that ain't playing. You
need at least nine. At least nine.
No, you don't. You don't need that many players to win.
You do. You need everybody on your bench to contribute.
What,
everybody.
Get the water? You need somebody to bring water and towels for the bench?
Let's not get Larry yet. If that was Magic Johnson going over there, it would be no problem. Now I said LeBron. LeBron going over there, now we got a problem. If that was Magic Johnson, okay, we'll win. Magic, come on.
I think if we went to the Spurs, it'd be just a play. They just play the record, they go championship.
Even the Knicks didn't use all 18 players.
They sure didn't. They used 9 players.
I'm going to go with Bruce. I'm going with Anthony. Bruce, is Philly the best fit for LeBron to win the championship or what? Besides old Golden State, Cleveland, or Miami?
I mean, anywhere he goes is a good fit. You know what I mean? He that type of player, but I think he'd be a very good fit in Philly. He might be the piece that they need.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got young VJ, you got Maxey. You know what I mean? Plus they brought a few more guys over. They got rid of guys like Grimes, them guys. But I think Philly be a great fit.
All right, hear that, Larry? Hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Good. Go ahead, Anthony.
If Drummond was still there, I would think that would be a perfect fit because
Drummond is in the orange and blue.
Well, yeah, but see, it's not so much for LeBron, but because look, if if LeBron's going there with the current team now, then you're asking Embiid to play more minutes because Drummond's not there.
Yep,
So I don't
exactly.
know. I mean, I think they would still, even if they did get him, I would think that they would still need more. And I'll go back with what Larry said. I think the Spurs probably could use him because they still need that closer. They don't have they don't have a guy that can finish. And you're not looking for him. He's probably going to start, but you're looking for him to be your closer if he goes to the Spurs. He doesn't necessarily have to be the closer for the Sixers because we've seen what Maxey can do. You know what Jaylen Brown can do as well. I mean, he's a lovely side piece for what they already have. There's no doubt about that, though.
All right, but okay, let me just switch gears and we'll get back to football there in a minute. Okay, Mike Brown was the Browns coach in Cleveland, and they had a great success. They just couldn't beat Boston, and they lost, I think, to Orlando. So they didn't make it to the finals because they wanted that Kobe and that LeBron thing in the finals. But Mike Brown is the coach of the Knicks, and they got Jalen Brunson as the closer. And LeBron will take the place of Mitchell Robinson and give them the scoring, free throws, and rebounding like Mitchell Robinson. Would that be a better fit for LeBron, Larry, in the Knicks? If you don't go to San Antonio, the Knicks with Mike Brown as his former coach.
You talking about LeBron going to the Knicks?
Yeah, LeBron going to the Knicks.
The Knicks had just won a championship.
So
it might work out. It might not. But with the chemistry the Knicks have right now, I think I wouldn't mess with success.
No, I wouldn't either.
Listen, there's no way in the world I wouldn't take LeBron over Bridges, Hart. Come on, we ain't worried about no chemistry with LeBron.
Larry,
You got to be kidding.
Larry, that was Magic Johnson going over there. What would you say?
It was Magic. It's Magic. No.
Hey Larry, you don't think the Knicks would be better with LeBron in the lineup than Bridges?
And Hart.
But chemistry is everything.
No. Forget chemistry.
Chemistry is everything. Chemistry is different between winning and losing.
Why wouldn't you think why would you think the chemistry would be messed up with LeBron?
How long did it take the Knicks to get there? I mean,
that don't make no difference.
Whatever.
3 years.
No difference. Listen, what you're saying don't make no sense because
too many cooks in the kitchen.
LeBron IQ is one of the best in basketball.
Now you gotta go lay on the couch, like Bruce said. Go lay down.
LeBron has been to 10 championships, brought chemistry everywhere he went. He brought the chemistry.
Everywhere.
All of a sudden, you gonna say he can't bring it to the Knicks?
Hey, he got 4 championships in 23 years.
Oh my God!
Yeah, what's that?
10 times.
4 in 23 years. Come on.
So you
That's
can't
chemistry.
compare that.
How many people been there more than him?
Magic?
No.
We ain't talking about Magic. We talking about in this era.
Russell for that.
You got to see. That's where you've been proven wrong. You got to go way back to Magic to prove them wrong.
Well, you gotta go and lay on the couch, Larry. That's what Bruce will tell me. Go tell him lay on the couch.
Wow.
No. And Jerry, let him lay on the floor. He don't need no couch.
It's better for his back, huh, Bruce? Anyway, LeBron.
Bishop, go ahead.
No, I heard somebody say that he would bring this. Drummond is going to kind of fill in where Mitch Robinson was in terms of statistics and things of that nature. LeBron would be a good addition, but the question is, at what cost?
That's right.
Because, and I'm saying that because as much as I know, in and out, up and down throughout the playoffs, I get that. Hart was erratic a whole lot of times. McBride, you'd find him every now and then. Alvarez waited to the 3rd and 4th game of the finals to really come through and do what he could do. And I'm trying to think, long braids. I'm going to say Collinsworth. You know who I'm talking about.
Clarkson
was a spot player. LeBron could take 3 of them will be on the bench, okay? So Mike Brown's rotation goes from 9 down to 7 with LeBron in the mix, a healthy LeBron, mind you. So, yeah, he'd be a good fit. He would work. They're talking about it, and they're still on the table. Mr. Myers, I love you, but you don't know everything, sir. I hope you're watching, too.
Go ahead and talk to me, bro.
LeBron would be a great fit for the Knicks. And the thing with LeBron right now is not about money. He doesn't want to see which team he's going to have the best chance with. They might be able to get LeBron on the veterans minimum. I doubt it. He probably won't get paid more than that. But anywhere LeBron fit, he goes, he can fit in. He would be excellent.
Anywhere.
If he goes to the Spurs and win, would that mean as much to him if he would went back somewhere like Cleveland and won? Think about that. I mean, it would be a great team.
But he won at Cleveland, though.
And Larry, exactly. The only way it wouldn't mean more if he hadn't won in Cleveland already. See, he won in Cleveland already, so it don't matter whether he win the next one in Cleveland.
You just don't want to get a ring.
Hold on, Bruce. Jerry, you see that comment? Vera just threw a rocket on you.
I was trying to read it. Go ahead, Bishop. Read it.
Vera Franklin said this. Hi, Vera. Wherever LeBron goes, will be a fit. Ticket sales will skyrocket. She's absolutely right. You will, and now he's talking to you, Pratt Whitney guys. You all will need to come out of retirement just to afford the tickets. Now that's the quote of the week right there. That is the quote of the week.
All right, then let me go with Anthony. Go ahead, Anthony. Come on, you and Nick, man.
LeBron in New York
with Mike Brown.
Yeah. I mean, put it this way, I wouldn't kick him out. I wouldn't kick him out. I guess the biggest question is who does he? If starting is the most important thing, who you gonna sit? Do you sit Hart? Do you sit Bridges? I'm guessing Hart.
Either one. It don't matter. It don't matter. Either one.
They're not gonna sit.
Matter of fact, sit both of them and play with 4 men.
Mike Brown's a good coach, but he ain't a musical genius now. Let's put it.
But Anthony, I got to ask you this: who's supposed to start over him, Bridges and Hart? Come on,
right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a matter. It's to me. That's the first. Yeah, the first question is who's the guy you're going to sit? Do you sit?
It don't matter.
Bridges is going to sit.
Right. Who?
Yeah.
I would sit Hart. I would bring Hart off the bench because I want LeBron at power forward.
But see, I'm going to say, Bruce, if we do that, I mean, you need 2 guards, all right? Brunson can handle the ball. Hart ain't a great 2 guard, so I would see McHale sitting and keeping Hart in the starting lineup because you need that you need that other guard.
Yeah, either way, I go with that too. Either way, like I said, either one of them can sit.
All right, listen, Larry, you can do football. Let me just do this promo. And if you got some more football you want to talk about, I know you're a football man. I know you got football.
Yes, sir.
I know you do, bro. All right, here we go. Let me
and stick to football.
Oh, wow.
Big Don Production proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Live Television Showcase, a night of faith, music, and inspiration. Special guest, Reverend Hayward Anderson. All this going on Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are $20. Call 203-875-0520. Also on this program would be none other than the Heavenly Stars, Rose Boyd, Pastor Ronald Birch, Transparent, Bozzy Lee, DC Smallwood, Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are only $20. You can send your cash out to $84 Plymouth, $84 Plymouth. Call 203-875-0520. And this is an event you don't want to miss.
Hey. Yeah, you can put that down for a minute. Just vote.
Bishop Ernest Richard is being nominated for some awards at the Spin Awards. and it's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're so proud of you, Bishop. You're in about 4 or 5 different categories, right?
Actually 8 different categories.
8 different categories. And you won in the past at the Spin Awards, right?
I've won in 3 or 4 of the 8. But
okay.
Yes.
All right. So we're very proud of you, man. You're a part of our sports talk team, and your ministry is growing, man. The Spin Awards is big. So I want to congratulate you, and we're praying for you, and we're going to be voting for you as well. Okay.
I
and
pray
I'm
you do, but let me say this, Jerry, while you're talking, you guys. Jerry Green is also on 3 or 4 ballots. Mm-hmm. So when you go there on the bottom, you go to www.spinawards.com. You're going to find Jerry. I couldn't get you in fast enough for the Hall of Fame, but we're going to try it again next year.
No problem. All right, that's good. All right, Larry, it's on you, brother. Talk some.
Well, let me congratulate Bishop, because I've heard him on WJRG radio, and he's really good. You deserve all those accolades.
Yes,
Bishop.
you do.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir.
That's why
Imagine that, the Knicks, a dream season, the Knicks, the Mets, and Minnesota, and then me. Yeah, that's a dream season right there.
Well, it was pretty good till you mentioned Minnesota.
You don't need 4. You don't need 4.
Hey, come here. I got some holy water for you, bro.
Y'all make the show. Go ahead, Larry. What you got in football, man? I know you're a football man. Go ahead.
Yes. I wanted to talk about the Minnesota Vikings for a minute.
Wow.
Now the question is the Minnesota Vikings gonna win their division? Not going to Super Bowl. We talk about winning their division.
Start with Henry.
And who will be their starting quarterback?
Go with Henry. Go ahead, Henry.
Okay, Henry, talk to me.
Well, Minnesota, who's going to be the starting quarterback? But the first question is, I'm going to say J division. I'm going to give it to the Bears. I think the Bears are going to win that division. It doesn't mean they're not going to make the playoffs, but I think the Bears, out of the teams that are in there, I would say the Bears will probably win the division. Now, as far as who's going to be the starting quarterback, we just have to wait and see. But that would be my take. The Bears are going to win the division.
Let's see. Christmas list. Henry, he's gone. You're no longer on the list, Henry.
Who you got next, Larry?
Okay, Bishop, talk to me.
I believe Kyle Murray is going to be the starter. They are going at the competition that JJ has been needing has finally showed up, but I think Kyle Murray is going to beat him out. Minnesota will win the division, and I'm going to say it ahead of time, just like I said about my Knicks. Minnesota's going to the Super Bowl. What scares me is, can they win?
Ooh, you sleep. You
no,
okay?
And they win it.
You okay?
Now, wait a minute. Jerry, please mark this show. And as it happens, make sure you play this clip back. I don't know the time ticker. The time ticker is, hold on, the time ticker is 34 minutes and 30 seconds. Minnesota is going to the Super Bowl.
I must be a little bit dizzy. Bruce, you agree with any of that?
Yeah. Well,
he said, my screen is translating that a little different. My screen said Gator Bowl. I don't know what's happening, man.
Oh man.
Oh man, they ain't going to no Super Bowl. I mean, I think Kyler Murray will start though. But other than that, they're gonna be the same team they were. The biggest mistake they made was getting rid of Donald.
That's
you know what I mean? They're not gonna recover from that for a few years. You know what I mean?
Right, Anthony.
Bishop, it's Anthony. Before I get this, before I say this, I think Murray will be the starter, but I can't see them winning the division. I think they could be a wild card team, man. I think it could be a wild card team.
All right, you just saved your bacon. You're still on the list.
Well, Bishop,
way to do it right there.
I'm going to let them win the division because I want to be on the Christmas list. I think it will be Murray.
Hey, let your wife know she's getting who said it. Yeah, your wife can have whoever's gift is available.
Oh, man. Well, Larry, what else you got, bro?
Okay, I got the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. After this year, Lamar is supposed to get over $75 million a year. If Lamar don't win this Super Bowl this year, should they look other place? Anthony. Because you got to pay $75 million.
I'd still pay him. I mean, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? I mean, it's not like you got a whole bunch of great quarterbacks coming out next year's draft. Look, I granted, he needs to win the Super Bowl. It's hard to say who needs it more. There's a bunch of quarterbacks that I would throw in that category who needs to win one. Dak probably still needs to win one in Dallas. Allen needs to win one in Buffalo as well. But I think everything points all to that because they finally got rid of the coach. King Henry is still there. They did go out and try to improve the offensive line, and they still have Kwaso. So it's I could put it this way: if they don't give him his money, I'm gonna be like Chris Rock. I'm not saying it should happen, but I sure do understand.
Yeah. And they improved their defense too. So
yeah, that too.
So go, Henry. What you think?
Well, who are you going to replace him with? You would have to really play him because the way the quarterback, because right now Dak was the highest paid quarterback. It's just the way it goes. He's such a good quarterback. If you let him walk, you got to have somebody to replace him. So even if he doesn't win it, there's a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFL that haven't won the Super Bowl, but you got to pay them. I would pay him.
But you got to stop feeding the cow if you ain't getting no milk.
Why are you beating the cow? Because
I mean, $75 million a year. I mean, hey, that's expensive milk.
Yeah, but he made a good point. They're looking like Dan Marino, Fran Tarkenton, a lot of quarterbacks was good, and they didn't win though.
No,
right?
they did.
But
but see, the difference with that 75 million is all them guys that you mentioned gonna be eligible for that same amount. See, Dak gonna be his gonna be around 75 million. Allen, all of the top quarterbacks, that's gonna be the range for all of them.
Yeah.
Now, do you get rid of all of them if they don't win?
Hey, and sometimes you can't keep bleeding.
I'm saying you got 5 guys that's projected to get 75 million the same time. Each one of their teams, they've been in the news, supposed to be the favorite to win the Super Bowl, and they haven't won it yet. So do you get rid of all of them? Not just Lamar Jackson. They got Josh Allen gonna get 75 million too. If he don't win it, do you get rid of him?
We're talking about 13 years.
We talk about the same time for all of them, with that being a couple of years in front of them. Yeah. All of them got the same years. I remember when they were saying, well, the reason we're not going to mention Josh Allen because he hasn't been in the league as long as Dak. Now he done caught up with Dak, and it's the same thing.
Right.
Neither one of them got a ring. Josh Allen, same thing.
Hey, can I answer that too?
Go ahead, Don.
Go ahead.
I'm with you 100, Larry. If that, look, I'm expecting the Ravens to do something this year because they improved a little bit. They got a new coach. They done made some changes. And I'm going to look at Lamar Jackson, and I'm going to think about that $75 million. I'll start from scratch. I won't have a quarterback, all right? $75 million, I'll go out and get me 10 more of them.
That's
Maybe
right.
together
Somebody
and
paying
I don't care
out.
if it's Dak.
Listen.
I don't care if it's Dak. I don't care about the rest of them. All of them, I'll do the same thing to all of them. Because how many years I'm supposed to pay you $75 million and ain't guarantee no more ring than I got now? I'm about to get me a ring.
Hey,
now I can't look for you to bring it to me tomorrow.
Hey, Jerry,
it's a two-headed sword.
Hold on a minute, Bruce.
Hold on, Bruce.
Hold on a minute, Bruce. Jerry,
Go ahead,
listen,
bro.
You know, I hate to ruin you guys' summer, but we are having heavy snowstorms because Don and I are on the same page again. It's going to be snowstorms in July. Okay, and for you, Bruce, Dak need to get some of the money he already got back. That's all.
Back.
Hey, listen, you talk about Minnesota, And Cousins done stole the most money out of anybody in the league.
You're right about that. You are right about that.
You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed to mention Dak's name.
No. Hey, listen. You want something that's even more embarrassing?
Nope, you said enough.
Minnesota would have had Emmitt Smith if they didn't make that stupid trade. I ain't forgot about
Nah, but we ain't talking about Emmett. We ain't talking about Emmett. We talking about Kirk Cousins. Don't try to shift it.
Purple and gold.
Don't try to shift this thing.
Stupid in the gang made the
You want that? You want that to get back some money? And Kirk Cousins made more than him, and he don't even have a pinky ring.
Kirk Cousins was on a doggone skateboard when he took that.
We don't care where he was. He got that money.
All right. We're gonna move on.
But Jerry, before you move on, check it out now.
Yeah.
With Jackson now, I see what them guys saying, but it's a two-headed coin here.
Yeah.
Now you can get rid of Jackson and take yourself back 5 or 6 years, or you can keep him and pay him that money and still be in the running. You're not going to have it both ways. You're not going to have it both ways though. If the team owner looking for a ring with Jackson, if they get rid of him and refuse to pay him that money, how many years will it be before they put themselves in that position again to get a ring? That's what you got to look at.
It's a team game.
What? Listen. It don't matter if they go that way where they don't want to pay what the top quarterback's making. That's going to take them back 3 or 4 years.
That's all right. I'll deal with that.
Both ways. Now I agree with y'all. If they want to do that, that's good. But you're not going to get rid of Jackson. You're not going to get rid of Jackson and still be a favorite.
Hey, Bruce, I might even buy Dak for 75.
No, you can't buy Dak for 75. Dak will be making 75 first.
Dallas ain't going to want him no more. He'll be there.
Dak will be making 75 this year.
Go ahead, Anthony.
I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
The ultimate nightmare for the Ravens would be to let him walk and he signs with the Steelers and wins the Super Bowl, because Rodgers is going to only play one more year. That's the. I mean, it could be anybody, but you would think about that. Think about that scenario. Because if you let him go, you got to know he ain't gonna be on the free agent market that long.
Yeah,
someone's gonna jump on him.
Oh yeah,
I hope Minnesota throw both their quarterbacks away if he gonna go ahead. Trade him.
Get some of that money back, right?
Yeah.
Every time he had a chance to win, though.
But he ain't gonna get me no ring. I'm concerned about me. He might get one for the Steelers, but I'm gonna keep paying him all that money. He gonna get me one. That's what I look at. I want a ring.
There you go.
Now we done did it all these years, and I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. Maybe the Steelers are, but I'm not. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble, and see, because it seems like he's been there forever, and they just keep coming up. They just keep coming up short. And the thing is, we mentioned Marino. And we mentioned Tarkenton, but at least they got to one. Lamar still hasn't. I mean, I think probably the money wouldn't be an issue if he had at least gotten to a Super Bowl.
Let me throw the money aside for a minute, Anthony. Think about this. If Dallas ever somehow, some way comes up with a running game that's, because they've been known for great running games. They come up with a running game, keep your eye on Dallas. I would say that up front. With all due respect, they've got a great receiving core. They've got not a suspect defense, but a decent enough defense to hold water, at least that far. Now, Dak needs somebody in the backfield that's going to be able to keep him from hitting the ground and tasting the dirt. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah, but that wasn't Dallas' problem. Their biggest problem, their offense was number one in the league most of the last 3 years. Their biggest problem was defense. That's their weak link. They ain't got to worry about no running game. They need that defense right. Something to match
the other team off the field with a good running game.
You keep them off the field. You keep them off the field with a good defense.
No, you keep them. You keep off the other offense because I can't trust your defense.
I'm looking at the games. where Dak put up 31 points and still lost.
I know. And I'm
That's
saying
on the defense.
if I were playing Russian roulette, I sure hope they're plastic bullets, because once your defense hit the field, it's over.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the running game. You're saying the same thing I'm saying. It's not the running game. It's the defense that's holding them back.
Yeah, well, like I said, a decent running game, you keep the other team's offense off the field, and that's really what you want to do. To me, the name of the game in football is keep the other team's offense off the field.
Yeah, but suppose you got a good offense, you come right down and score with your good running game. You come right down and score. Now the other team offense get on the field.
No,
your defense ain't no good. Now your defense ain't no good. They come right down and score.
Hey, that same guy from Dallas won a Super Bowl with Seattle, right?
Wow.
Who's that?
The guy that left Dallas went to Seahawks and won a Super Bowl, right?
Who's that?
You don't know?
No, who you talking
You
about?
talking about Dexter Lawrence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He
you know who
He
you know
went
who
right
took
down
him
the
there?
street and won a Super Bowl.
You know who took him there? Sam Donald.
But Dexter
Sam
Lawrence,
Donald
he made that defense a monster.
Sam Donald was the quarterback.
I'm talking about the defense. Seattle defense. They were great.
Did he get Defensive Player of the Year?
Yep.
No, but if he would have been on
Was he runner-up? Was he runner-up?
on Dallas,
I'm saying, was he runner-up?
he would have made him a better team. Dallas
He
had
was
no
on
defense.
Dallas, and Larry, he was on Dallas for 5 or 6 years and didn't win nothing. Now all of a sudden, because he went to Seattle, all of a sudden he
Won a
should have
Super
stayed
Bowl.
with Dallas.
And he won a Super Bowl.
He was
That's all I'm
the one.
saying.
He was one of the ones on Dallas that wasn't no good on defense.
But he got a Super Bowl in Seattle. That don't make no sense.
Listen, they got guys that didn't even play got a Super Bowl. So what you saying don't mean nothing.
Hey,
Hey, Anthony, what do you think?
Larry, we can lay on the floor again, Larry. Come on now. You put his...
With no carpet. With no carpet, hardwood.
What do you think about Lawrence? Is he pretty
Larry, man, you're going to need a futon or something, man. That's going to hurt.
good? I thought Lawrence was pretty good.
Listen, Larry, you're a stat man. You're a football man. You come up with all the stuff. What? Look at D. Lawrence. How many games he played the last 5 years when he was with Dallas? The last 5, and look at his stats, and tell me why they shouldn't have. Why they would have kept him for the money they was paying him. Most of the time he was hurt.
They didn't really want to get rid of him. It was just
they gave him plenty of time. Don't you know he was supposed to be the man on defense? He was supposed to be the man.
Him and the other superstar kept arguing. That's why they got rid of him.
All right,
Here we go.
Move on. We're gonna move on. What else you got, Larry?
Okay, let's talk about them Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. They got one of the best offense in the NFL, and they're trying to improve the defense. Bruce, do you think that defense is going to stop somebody this year?
Yes, sir.
And you think they're going to win the division?
Yes. Hey, man. I mean, that division gonna be tough. I mean, everybody in that division did a lot of adjustments, man. I like what the Giants did. Yeah, you know what I mean, they got a great improvement. Yeah, that division gonna be tough, but we're gonna be right there. I tell you that, brother. We're gonna be right there.
So you ain't got faith in the Cowboys?
I said we're gonna be right there. We're gonna be right there.
Okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter whether I said they're gonna win it or not. We're gonna be right there.
Wow. There we go.
Just like the Philly fans, you know what the Philly fans and the Giant fans gonna say? Their team gonna be right there. You know what I mean? Ain't no guarantee.
You gonna say?
See, it's just like Minnesota. It ain't no guarantee where you gonna fit in your division.
No, that's
you know
true.
What I mean?
That's true.
Oh, so Minnesota's not gonna win now.
No, he's saying the right thing on paper. On paper,
before you said
Minnesota on paper looks like they can win the division, but we don't play on paper. We play on the field.
Exactly.
Because the one thing Minnesota does have, they have a decent offense, but they've got a stellar defense, and they're going to have to. They've got to get to the point where they can rely on their offense more than they do their defense. Minnesota's defense has saved them time and time and time again. Let's just be real about that. So here we go. They've had the second highest takeaways in the NFL, third highest takeaways in the NFL.
But he's talking about the Cowboys. So let's go back to the Cowboys. Go ahead, Larry. Who you got next?
Hey, Anthony, go ahead with the Cowboys.
If I'm Jerry Jones, and he's
Thank
got more.
God you ain't.
Yeah, well, I need more hair. But if I'm Jerry Jones, if I'm Jerry Jones, I give the Raiders a call and see what you want for Max Crosby.
Wow.
And I think that would be. I think you get Crosby in there. That changes. It almost makes up for letting Parsons walk. I think that's because look, we know that they can score with anybody. It's gonna come that they're sort of like the Bengals of the NFC. They're going to score points. They just got to stop somebody.
They can't do it. They come up with Crosby, man. Dallas is going to make me a little nervous.
Yeah. They get. He's see, it's almost like the LeBron effect in a sense. Wherever he goes, if you got a team that's maybe got a good defense and they can add to it, and you get a Crosby, he might be worth giving up maybe at the very least a first rounder or a bunch of picks and maybe get a backup as well there. But yeah, if I'm Stephen Jones, because I've given up on Jerry trying to but yeah, I would when that Baltimore trade didn't go through, I'm on the phone with them saying, what do y'all want for him? And see what happens. Because Dallas is probably one of the few teams that's got some cap space and can bring them in.
I thought they were going to do that, Amp.
Yeah,
they're going to do that.
It still could happen.
Go ahead, Donald.
Well, I guess we all can agree about Dallas defense. All I can say is they need to improve it just by listening to you guys. I'm more of an offense guy. I pay a lot of attention to the offense, and I'll be blaming the quarterbacks and the running backs and all them. But sound like they need some defense.
All right, go ahead, Henry.
Well, Dallas, they drafted some guys for the defense, and they also signed a couple of guys. So we're just really see if that really is going to make an improvement. But if you get the guy from Denver, it would definitely be a big improvement. But that's the area. But the other area I think Dallas needs to look at is the offensive line. Also, they need to tweak that a little better too.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, I said what I needed to say from the outset, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I mean, Dallas with one or two quality players is in the running and has the potential to at least, if not win the East, put up a good fight for the East. Playoff bound, second round. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, but Donald, you did say something about offense. I mean, no matter how good the defense is, most of the time the offense is always going to get the credit. When it's over with, the offense is going to get the credit. Because I remember, like I said, when Tom Brady came back from a 28-3 deficit, and they beat the Atlanta Falcons, right, with 28-3 in the middle of the third quarter, and the defense stopped Atlanta all together, and they don't get no credit. Tom Brady get all the credit. So I'm just saying that's how offense works. Credit.
Let me say this to Bruce. I remember he was saying earlier that, Dak scored 31 points and they still lost. Dak should have scored 40 in my mind. I'm always on stuff like that.
Yeah.
The other team didn't have no defense either if Dak scored 31 points. So you guys should have scored 40.
He had a game where Dak scored 36 and lost. I remember that. He should
have scored 40 that night too.
Yeah.
That's why I say
the team that beat him scored 40, if I remember.
Yeah. Hey, say that. Field goal with no time left.
Yeah, well, Don made a good point, but
he ain't make no good point. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
What was the other team doing when Dak scored 31 points?
Listen, if what you saying is true, no team would never lose because they always supposed to score more than the other team.
Yeah, well, somebody got to lose then.
But somebody always lose. Somebody always lose. I just don't understand how you could say if Dak scored 31 and still lost, he should have scored 40.
Right, that's easy.
It ain't like that. How can you say that?
Because number one, that other team, Dak had 31. They knew they needed 32 to win. They got it, didn't they? Why?
So, yeah.
Why is always
Because of the other team defense was better.
No,
That's
their
why.
offense was better. They scored. 30.
No, the other team defense was better because they stopped Dak from scoring 40. Where Dallas couldn't stop the other team
If Dak
from
was so
scoring
good,
32.
why they stopped him? If Dak is so good, then why couldn't he get 32?
Yeah, well, if that's what you're saying, they should score on every play. If what you're saying is true.
You guys be saying Dak scored so high. If Dak could score all that great.
No, only thing we're saying is if their defense.
The other team, that's what wins. What wins? The score is what wins.
Yeah, but what you're saying is any team that play, not only Dak, you saying that if their quarterback is supposed to be good, they should never be outscored. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying that every time they lose, you always holler defense, and then Dak had such a great game, but yet he didn't score enough to win. So I sort of don't get.
No, I'm saying that's what any team, not just with the Cowboys. That's what any team.
Well, Dak is the one that's the highest paid player. The Cowboys are the big #1 team, America's favorite team, and all that. So I'm not buying those excuses.
Who's the highest paid? Who's the highest paid in the NBA?
Right now?
Yeah. I'm quite sure they're not the champs.
You know what? Just whatever. A story just broke from ESPN. Wemby just signed a 5-year, $252 million max contract with a 5-year player option. Now,
that's a big
contract.
I don't know if that means they're not going to sign LeBron or they are going to sign LeBron, but at least they've got Victor all squared away for the next 5 years.
That's a bad contract for Victor. That ain't no money.
They lowballing him. They
lowball him.
Yeah.
5 years. 5 years, $250 million. Come on,
now, hold on. Hey, Bruce, you got to stop and remember, Wembyano's getting paid in French money.
We ain't talking about French money.
Hey,
we're talking about NBA.
Get more money.
We're talking about NBA contract.
Jackpot. I'm saying, in his mind, he hit the jackpot. Okay.
No, but listen, everybody would be happy with $250 million. What I'm saying is, for a guy like Wemby, 5 years, 250 million, he got robbed.
Yeah, but what you guys got to keep in mind, though, I just want to say this, what you guys got to keep in mind, because Wemby this is only his 3rd year coming up.
Yeah.
So that's the max amount of money he can make right now.
If he wait one more year, he could have doubled that.
Exactly.
I don't know about that may be true, but I'm not sure because I think he got to wait when the second go around where he can make more money.
No. What Larry said,
I could be wrong because I think that's what happened with Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Well, like his first go around, but the second, whatever amount when they get the second time they go to max. Then that's why Brown made $300-something million.
Yeah, but the thing is,
the thing is, the second round would be when he come out of his rookie contract.
That's right.
Exactly.
So
exactly
come out of that,
which is happening now.
Wait.
Right. See, the bad thing about this contract is it's 5 years.
Right. Bruce, right.
See, it's 5 years. If they said 250 for 3 years. Something like that, it would be great. You know how big a star Wemby is?
Yeah.
5 years?
You're talking $4 million a year for 5 years. Pretty much.
No money.
And remember,
not for him.
The other thing also, I'm guessing there's got to be incentives for like MVP, All-Star games, points, or whatever.
There always is.
Because over the years, we've seen it. I mean, Jordan made more money selling underwear than he did actually playing in the NBA.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's true. But I don't want him to wind up like Scottie Pippen either.
That's well. He ain't starving now. Let's say.
But the only reason they pay you up front early is it benefits them.
Sure.
Yeah, but a player like Wemby, he's supposed to get his money straight up. It shouldn't depend on whether he make the All-Star team
Right,
or
right,
get so
right,
many
right.
points.
But
He
you know,
got
A player
he
like
got
him, he
lousy
supposed to
agent.
get his money
Sure.
straight up, plus have those incentives.
He got a lousy agent. He could have went
Right, he
anywhere
got a
got his
lousy
money.
But
agent.
again,
Better
now,
believe it.
Yeah,
now,
well, what
now,
are you
now,
gonna
could
do?
this
on,
be?
man.
Could this now again? Could this be them trying to get him in there so they could bring somebody else?
No. They got everybody they need. They got a good
It
young
could
team
be,
right now.
but
They got
don't
a
use
great
me.
young
Give me my
team. What
money.
you talking about?
That's right. Give me my money. I don't care about nobody else. Give me my money.
Right.
So
Can you imagine? Can you imagine 4 years from now they're saying Wemby only making $40 million a year?
That's right.
That's what I'm looking at.
all I know is there's a certain braided haired guy in New York that took a pay cut and it paid
It
out very
paid
well,
off.
nice for him.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I'm not
his
saying. I'm just
wasn't
saying.
5 years. His
I know.
wasn't 5 years.
I know.
And you know what else? He eligible for that money again this season, you know.
Oh, sure.
That's right.
Sure,
That's right.
sure.
But Andy, what Bruce is saying, I hate to go way back. Remember when Magic Johnson signed that 25-year?
Oh, yeah.
$1 million. I mean, if he was taking that contract, he would have made no money. Because I
And the
guess
same-
25
same
years
thing-
for $1 million, that was a lot of money back then. $1 million.
Yeah.
But for
And
25
KG
years,
and when KG got that first big deal with the Timberwolves as well, that money, but let's put it this way. He's gonna make, because he is in a sense becoming one of the faces of the league. They're already playing. They're going to be playing the game over in Paris this year. You got to know that he's going to make his money. He may not make it salary wise, but he's going to make his money. Trust.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not fair to
5
him not
years.
to make it on basketball.
Exactly.
It's not fair to him.
Bruce said about the 5
In other
years,
words, if
Anthony.
he get hurt, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because
But it's
5
guaranteed.
years from now he'll be what 28 years old, something like that. Something like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I mean 5 years, like Bruce saying that's a long contract.
And
That's a
it'd be
long
it'd be
contract.
over 7.5, and you can get her easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
He
so let's
should've did
face
that.
it. Let's be real, Anthony. The Spurs made out like a bandit.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
They really did.
And they made out like a fat rat in a cheese factory.
That's right. It was extra
Yeah,
cheese.
right.
They got extra cheese.
Bunch of kids in an M&M factory.
Oh my God! All right, so before we go, I gotta ask. Me and my son had a discussion today about. I told him LeBron James took the power from management and gave it to the players. Now this is what the Dan Gilbert said back then. I personally guarantee that the Cleveland Cavaliers will win an NBA championship before the self-titled former king wins one. Now my thing is, a lot of people right now, LeBron is 41 years old, still. They're talking about the LeBron James sweepstake, and he making all these owners wait on him. Larry, would you say that LeBron is using his power and authority again against the owners, or what?
100%. 100%. He taking main stage. He holding everybody hostage while
That's
he
what I'm saying.
decide what he's gonna do.
He got the power to do that, though.
And Jerry, who else could do that at 41 years old?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to explain to my son today. I said, the man, he did it with The Last Dance. All right, that's why Dan Gilbert got so mad. I'm not The Last Dance. What's the one he did on
The
Decision. I'm taking my time.
The decision.
decision. So he did it to management back then, and they got all of them got mad. He did it with Pat Riley when he left Miami and went back to Cleveland. Pat was just as mad as Dan Gilbert, but he wasn't going to do what Dan Gilbert did. And he's the main one said, I'll take the key and leave it under the doormat for LeBron to come back. LeBron James, like I was, because me and my son was going over about him and Michael Jordan. I said, LeBron James took the power from management and gave it to the players. They just don't know how to use that power that LeBron used.
No, it's not that they don't know how to use it. They don't have the technique to use it. LeBron got the technique, the game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not another player in NBA history at 41, even at 40, could hold the owners hostage. You know what I mean?
Oh, now keep in mind what you're saying.
People talk about he should retire. The only people think he should retire is the fans, the ones that's hating. You see, none of these owners want him to retire. If they did, he wouldn't be able to hold them hostage.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What do you
He's
think
just as powerful now on the court as he was back then.
I mean,
And they
Bruce,
talking
think
about what he gonna mess up the chemistry in New York.
But
Come
Bruce,
on,
think
man.
about it, Bruce. Think about it. He's 41, and he's telling them, "I'll give my decision when I want to." You know what I'm saying? On my time. You know what I'm saying?
And what they do, they say, "All right,
last
brother,
time-
you
the last
take your
time
time, don't rush."
Now think about it. The last time LeBron did something like that, he was in high school. And y'all remember they had this big to-do on ESPN when he made his announcement that he was going to enter the NBA draft. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
That's the last time he did that. And it's full circle now. Okay? Here we go. This is the last dance for him. No, I ain't going to say that. Because every time
Ernie, to add a little bit with that, Ernie, don't forget, when he was that senior, when he was making them announcing, Nike gave him $90 million.
That's
and he was driving to school in a brand new Hummer. Remember that?
Exactly. With his buddy.
Yeah, LeBron earned it. So where he's at, like Pat Riley, Cleveland, whatever team he wants to go to, he can go. He earned it. He can make any team that he go to better.
Yeah, but he's making a weight though. He's making a weight.
That's all right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. He got, like you say, he got that power.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He got that power.
And then what? If he was Karl Malone, you think they'd wait for him?
No. I got one question.
Go ahead.
Ayuk, did he lose his mind?
Who?
Ayuk, he's one of the best receivers. He was hurt.
Oh, Brandon,
now he won't even sign like he want to play for the NFL. And now he's not getting no money. He just post all these videos.
Wow.
Well,
who did he play for? Who did he play for?
San Francisco. He was getting
Ayuk?
Yes.
Yep.
Now he's not getting a dime.
Now let me ask you a question.
That sounds like Schrader. That sounds like Schrader, right?
Let me ask you a question, and I'm not calling the man out of his name, but what is the difference between idiot and stupid? If you can just, no, really,
ain't no different. Ain't no different.
About 25 cents.
A lot of these players shoot themselves in the foot trying to be smart, and they can't wind up dumb as a doggone set of rock. This guy, in terms of his money and in terms of what he could make, has the IQ of a peel cucumber at this moment.
He got $1 million. Now he's not getting a dime. You know?
Ernie, ignorant means not knowing. You ignorant to the fact.
That's one thing.
Being stupid is just making bad choices that should be obvious.
Being an idiot is having everything you need in front of you and not taking it.
Exactly. Right.
Donald Henry, y'all want to say something on that?
I really don't know what's going on with that, but if he blew a chance to make a lot of money, that was stupid. But I don't know. I don't know.
NFL. He won't even sign to say he want to play football, so no other team can pick him up.
So he's a college player? I don't know.
No, he's a professional player.
No, he played for San Francisco.
He got a guaranteed contract, but he wouldn't come to camp.
Put it this way: this was a guy that, what was it, 3 years ago was an All-Pro.
Yep.
Now, he's just another guy.
That's
He's in the grocery store now.
He's
Well, I want to go with the LeBron thing first. When I first heard he was leaving the Lakers, right off the bat, I knew we wouldn't hear nothing until the very last second when he got us out. You know, that's why every time the subject came up, I knew he wasn't going to say nothing. He's not going to come out early. This has been his style everywhere he went. So I didn't see that changing at all. So that don't surprise me. As far as a football player, maybe he's going to become a drug dealer. There's more money than that.
Hope he got enough money already.
Let's hope not.
He won't even be able to buy no supplies.
That's not funny, but it's true.
Oh man. All right. I got one last one, then I'm gonna leave it alone. Then we'll sign up for tonight at 7:10. I don't want to keep you guys all night.
You should skip that guy right there.
Oh my God! You didn't say that.
Man.
What?
They used to say save the best for last, man. Come on now.
All right. Start with you, bro. Stephen A. Smith says the Lakers ain't winning nothing with 3 white dudes leading the team. You agree with that statement or what? Henry,
Talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you.
Well, it really would depend on how good the guy is. I know Luka Doncic is really great, but Austin Reeves is okay. The other guy, but it's hard to say.
They don't play no defense though.
No, they don't. So, but again, it all depends on the styles of the players. I'm not going to say because they're white, because if you look at the Boston Celtics, they won a lot with white guys. So I can't say that. It just all depends on, you got to have the right mix of players.
Well, which Boston team you talking about? With Larry Bird, they had DJ, they had Robert Parrish, they had some blacks.
Kevin McHale,
they had Emil Carr, you know them.
They had
they had
Parrish in the middle. They had Butch. They had Butch. Danny Ainge was a nuisance.
Yeah, so the only thing I'm just saying is it just all now if the guys ain't good, then no, you absolutely ain't gonna win.
Okay, what you think?
What Stephen A is saying is they three leaders are white, and they're not going to win with those three.
You can't.
That's what he's saying.
You can't come out and say that. You can't come out and say that, whether it's true or not true. There's certain things you can say and get away with, and I think he's going a little bit over the edge. You know?
Yeah, but you know what though?
What they gonna do to him? He got away with it. He said it. He done got away with it.
But you know what though, Larry?
He ain't get away with it yet. Wait till his contract get renewed.
Hey, Larry, when he first said that, because I watched First Take when he first said that. When he first said that, he had the picture up there. The whole starting five was white.
That's right. That's exactly
and
right.
Then after a day or so, they brought it down. They said three. No, when he said that, the whole starting five picture up there was white. And he said they ain't gonna win nothing with that.
That's
what he had the three.
Yeah, but he was being a little sarcastic too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's Stephen.
People take what they want and run
but
with.
But that thing, certain things you play with, but black and white you don't play with.
Yeah, but you can do anything you want. Listen, when it come to us, don't nobody care what nobody say.
Hey, Larry.
If you could call Michelle Obama a man, you can say anything you want about three white guys.
Come on now.
See, Stephen A. be walking close to the edge.
Man, we don't care nothing about that.
Jump off.
We don't care nothing about that. They say anything.
Hold on.
They say anything they want about us, and don't nobody care.
You got to understand the media. Stephen A. knows exactly how to play the media. You walk on the edge to keep your name out there and keep people talking about you. So you got to remember, this is a mind game.
Yeah, but Bishop, I'll let Anthony say something too. Remember when Dennis Rodman said about Larry Bird? If Larry Bird was a brother, it wouldn't be no big deal. All right, and look at the flag that Isaiah Thomas took because he just agreed with it. So what Larry trying to say, and me and Donald had a conversation offline one time, that the white folks, right, that run ESPN, you got to be careful what you say too.
That's right.
Yeah, but we all agree. We all agree with that. You know, but stuff like that don't mean nothing. I mean, they got teams with 5 black guys, and if somebody said, "Man, they ain't gonna win nothing," because you know James Harden ain't worth a dime. Ain't nobody gonna care.
They bring your race card up, Bruce. They bring your race card up.
Let me jump on what Bruce just said. If they ever said 5 black guys ain't gonna win, well, at least 3 blacks and 2 Puerto Ricans won just this past year.
But they was calling the Knicks one time. I don't want to say it over here.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
All right, they were calling the Knicks when they're all blacks. It wasn't Knickerbockers. Y'all know they were calling them, but I'll be saying it. All right,
Hey Jerry, that's what I'm saying, Jerry. We're gonna go to our grave worried about what other people think when they say anything. Anytime, like I was saying earlier, anytime you can call the first lady a man and get away with it on the White House lawn, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody saying 3 white guys can't win.
Come on now.
Let me Anthony say something. I'm gonna say one other thing because Donald Trump, all right, first Stephen A. Smith and Donald Trump was going at it, right? Now you don't want to mess with Donald Trump either. He's a very powerful man. And I think ESPN plus told Stephen A. Smith, leave that man alone. Don't even jump on him because he's very powerful, and we don't need that type for ESPN.
That's right.
The white man shut him down a little bit. Now, I will let you talk a lot, but certain people, shut up. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Anthony. You want to say something?
That's the nature of the beast in America. Go ahead, Anthony.
Hey, Jerry, I'll tell you the secret. I'll tell you the secret on this. What Stephen A. doing? The bottom line. If you look at him, he's trying to look very presidential right now.
Mm-hmm.
See, you can see he got his little gray hair in there and stuff, and he's sitting up trying to look more intelligent than what he is. I mean, he's very intelligent, but I'm saying he's playing that presidential role now to try to get in the door.
Yeah, but he's still a
He's
black
gonna
man.
end up running for president.
Yeah, he's
I'm
still a
telling you,
black
that's
man.
what he's trying to build.
Well, tell you what, he blew it with that white accusation. You
That's
cannot
right.
talk like that and think about running for president. They ain't gonna let you get away with that. He ain't gonna get no white votes, that's for sure.
Yeah, but see, he trying to play both sides, and it's not working for him.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Well,
Let
he
Anthony
sure
say
ain't gonna get
something.
no
I know
white
you want
votes
to say
now.
something.
Put it this way, Stephen A., stay in your lane. You're barely a journalist, and you want to be a politician too,
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know,
Well,
this way, I just finished watching. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I just finished watching the documentary on the old Portland Trailblazers team from back in the day, the jail Blazers. It's now that wasn't that wasn't that much long ago. And look, I get it what you're saying, Larry, in regards to saying certain things and what have you. I'll just say this: it ain't much fun when the rabbit got a gun, is it?
It sure ain't. It sure ain't. It sure
That's what I'm
ain't.
saying.
I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it at that.
We still running around.
That's
Watch out what you say. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah. Well, put it this way. With Stephen A., it's like watching Comic View. You you got to stay a whole hour. Maybe you get one or two good comics on there if you watch it long enough. And with Stephen A., it's like, look, even a broken clock has the right time twice a day. So maybe this was one time when Stephen A. might have actually
Listen
made a bit of pen. Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Even
come
a
on.
broken
Larry's
clock
trying to
at
say.
the right
Larry's
time.
trying to
I know exactly what like.
Yeah, no, I'm saying because even take Michael Jordan when he was at his peak. Michael Jordan knew not to cross the line on certain things. That's why he said even Republicans wear sneakers.
buy sneakers too.
Oh, they buy sneakers because he did a certain line that he didn't cross.
Right.
I mean, they want him to endorse one of the candidates in North Carolina. Michael knew they told him, Michael, certain things stay away from. So that's what Larry's trying to say. Certain things.
Yeah, but they didn't tell Michael with certain things. Michael took it upon himself to say, look, I know if I say that, I'm not gonna sell no sneakers.
Okay,
It won't that they kept him from saying stuff.
Whatever the situation was, Bruce, I'm just saying, but he knew a certain line.
I'm like Amp. I'm like Amp. It's different when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah, but a certain line a certain line that people.
For who? A certain line you don't cross for who?
Whatever
who you insulting?
Well, Bruce, you said it. If Stephen A. want to run for president, he just blew that. He just blew it.
But it's been blown because he tried to play both sides and it's not working. On one end, he talked about Jasmine Crockett. Hey, listen, ain't nobody on that side of the fence come up and say he shouldn't have talked about Jasmine Crockett.
Hey, just like Arsenio Hall. They told Arsenio Hall not to do something. He did it, and he was off TV forever.
Yeah, that's right. But this is different times. This is different times.
But now, back to
different times, brother.
Back to sports. Stephen A. is just a mouth that wants to be heard.
That's all.
Story. So
and you got to watch your mouth.
Yeah, you know what? He's going to get away with it because you got to remember the old proverbial, and you guys have probably been through it. Well, I've been through it once that I can ever remember working for somebody. They'll do the verbal, they'll do the written, and then they'll get rid of you. So he's, that's pretty, y'all know how that works. Call you in the office for a verbal warning, then call you back again for a written warning. Next thing you know, they hand you your walking page and 2 security guards just walking you to the front door. It's like coming out of the White House with handcuffs on.
I guess we all can agree on that.
I'll say this: if everybody thought like y'all, we would have never had no civil rights leaders.
Yeah, well, I'll say that you like this. If they thought about me, we would have had more.
If you followed Martin Luther King, he didn't talk about the whites.
I followed Malcolm X. Malcolm X.
Malcolm X was different. You said
Malcolm X said any means necessary.
Martin
Luther King went out there and got beat in the head.
And he got assassinated too.
Yeah.
Both of them did. I'm just saying that's not the way
by government officials, mind you.
I'm just saying, man, if everybody was scared to speak their mind, we would have never had no civil rights leaders.
Well, I'm going to agree with Larry. Let's see how long he have a job.
Well, he ain't going nowhere.
It's interesting. The day after that came out, there was a story that moved saying that Pat McAfee is now the most popular personality on ESPN. Don't think that wasn't by
McAfee don't have no personality.
but that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, McAfee in some folks' eyes has surpassed Stephen A. I mean, I'm not crazy about either one of them. That's another time. I can talk about that. That's another time for another show. But
but that's sending us a good message because I don't even like McAfee.
Yeah, but all you gotta do, who make the most money? Who make the most money, McAfee or Stephen A?
Stephen A.
That's all you gotta look at. Don't worry about public opinion. Who making the most money?
Today,
it's Stephen A.
Today.
We talk about today. We talk about today. We talk about today. We ain't talking about the future.
Bruce, all I'm saying, Bruce,
you think ESPN gonna get rid of their cash cow?
Bruce, what I'm saying, when he started talking about when him and Donald Trump was getting into it, and Donald Trump ain't gonna back down for nobody. He don't give you a LeBron or Kareem or whoever, the guy that come on late nights, Jim, that guy that come on after the news.
Jimmy Kimmel.
He don't care who you are. They told, I believe they told Stephen A. Don't mess with Trump. Trump is a very powerful man. He's not going to back down. Listen. And we don't need that type of stuff.
Stephen A. know what he was doing. Stephen A. knew what he was doing. Him and Trump is tight, man.
Listen a second. You could do it on your own show, the Stephen A. Smith show. We don't want it on ESPN. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying him and Trump is tight. That's why after Stephen A. said what he said, and Trump said what he said, Trump said something to let people know, look, we ain't worried about Stephen A. because he one of us.
Well, but he also said his IQ was this and that.
Yeah, but that was, he talked about everybody. IQ. If you listen to Trump, he got the highest IQ of everybody in the world.
But he's a powerful guy, though. He's very powerful.
Hey, Bruce, according to Trump, a rotten apple is the best fruit you can eat.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He's very powerful, though. No matter what.
You know what? It's not him, but it's those around him. And they give him this aura like he can do it. They're afraid of him. You got to go back. And I saw a lot of these clips. And I want to try to put this in a nutshell. Donald Trump is a great manipulator. Respectfully, he's the president of the United States, so I'm going to respect the office, and I'm going to keep it at that. But the man is great. He told the Republican Party when he first ran that I'm going to make fools out of you guys, and he did exactly that, and he's been doing it ever since. We let him get away with it. If that were Barack Obama, oh, man, I'm going to leave that alone. Anyway, let's move on.
You're right.
It's almost 7:30. Minister Henry, man, give us a closing prayer, man.
Please do, sir.
I need prayer now, for real.
We all do, Bruce. We all do. All right. Hallelujah. Adonai Yahweh, the great I am. You are the true and living God. We give you praise. We give you glory. We give you honor, Lord, for giving us the greatest gift, your Son, the Lord Jesus Christ. And Father, we ask that you bless every household that is represented here tonight, Lord. Every household, Lord, of our listeners, Lord. Bless and move in a mighty way. In the mighty name of Jesus, we give you praise and glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, Bruce, I know Stephen A. big cash cow, but ESPN will get rid of him.
Yeah, that's right.
They will. Yeah, but see, I understand they'll get rid of him, but he's not gonna, like y'all always say, he know where to cross line. He's not gonna say nothing that's gonna take him over that line. That little thing what he said about the 3 white guys ain't gonna win the championship. That's nothing.
That's nothing. No. We're not saying that in particular. But I'm saying
he's smarter. What I'm saying is, Jerry, he's smart enough to know not to cross that line. Ain't nobody at ESPN got to tell him nothing. He's smart enough not to cross that line.
That's what I'm saying. He gets carried away.
Time will tell, Bruce. Time will tell.
He know. Listen, if it would have told him, he would have been gone already. Much junk he caught.
See, Bruce. Somebody made a comment joke about me today, which was funny. They told me you get another award. When I'm being inducted to the Hall of Fame, and they said, "Man, your head getting kind of big like that," and I'm like. I accepted the comment, but sometimes when people get kind of big, they do get a little big, you know, where they think that they can say what they want to say, and you know, you got the $100 million, and you know, they give you a voice, and sometimes people use that, you know, they get a little carried away. That's what I'm saying.
But not all the time. A lot of time when people tell you, if a man told me it's good to see you get a lot of awards, but your head getting kind of big, I'm taking that as an insult.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, right?
It ain't no compliment.
Tell me I'm getting a lot of awards, my head getting kind of big. I said, yeah, stop giving me awards. I feel bad.
Exactly. That's an insult to me. That means he's jealous of what I'm doing.
That's a norm, Bruce. You're gonna have haters. I don't care what you do. So
yeah, but I'm saying if a man come up to your face like that and tell you your head getting big.
But what I'm saying though is like, you know, I mean, when a person sometimes get, you know, you give them a little too much. Well, Larry, I understand what both of y'all saying. The only thing Larry's saying, what Donald's saying too, you got to, you know, some certain things you got to be careful. You know,
Right.
But everybody understand that. Everybody understand.
Go back to what Anthony said.
Especially being black. Especially being black.
Your lane.
Right. Especially being black. Especially being black.
That's
all right,
y'all.
we're gonna end the show, man. All right, we can go on and on for another hour, man.
Yeah, because we might need Henry to give us another prayer.
All right, you guys have a great. You gonna say something, Doc?
No, we're
guys.
good.
All right, you guys have a great night.
All right, you guys have a blessed day.